53, Mark Finesse, assisted by Doug Flatter, Dave Johnson, Jeff Dykes, and Gene Iverson. And now the home team, the Marshfield Blue Devils, representing post 54. Leading off and doing the pitching, number 1, Blake Robb. Batting second and playing third base, number 8, Chase Rush. This is the Legion Baseball Radio Network.
All right, good afternoon and welcome, baseball fans, to Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin for game number 3 of day 1 and the 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Jason Zaleski here. Welcome, everybody. As game 3 features the visitors on the scoreboard from Eau Claire and the home Marshfield post 54 Blue Devils. And we'll go through the starting lineup. First for Eau Claire, leading off and playing center field, is Grant Locken. At second base, batting second, Logan Hesselman. Leo Lauscher at third base, and he bats third. In the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Sawyer Stein. In right field, it's Kellen Smith batting fifth. At shortstop, batting sixth, Trent Cornell. The DH is Jake Bierke batting seventh. In the 8-hole is Elliot Height in left field. And the catcher rounds out the lineup for Eau Claire, and that is Carter Veith. Again for Eau Claire, Locken, Hesselman, Lauscher, Stein, Smith, Cornell, Bierke, Height, and Veith. Aiden Ecker we will see pitch come the bottom of the first inning. For Marshfield, it looks like this. Blake Rabb does the pitching. Adam Gilbertson is catching. At first base, Bryce Erickson. Second base, Aiden Cherney. At shortstop, Emmett Konechny. At third base is Chase Robinson. Left field, Jake Sadowska. In center field, Owen Griesbach. And patrolling right field is Kane Tofar. We'll go through the Marshfield batting order when they come to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. We are set to go as Grant Locken steps in for Eau Claire.
First inning, the center fielder.
Eau Claire comes in a record of 16-7 on the season. This their 47th state appearance and 5 championships along the way. And first pitch from Blake Rabb is fired at 4:03. A roller to Konechny at short and over in time to Bryce Erickson to retire Locken. That brings up Logan Hesselman. For Marshfield, they are the only sub-500 team in this state tournament field, 19-20 on the year. And this their 11th state appearance, and still chasing that elusive first state championship. Strike called off the hand of Blake Rabb. Bouncer. Chance here for Erickson, grabs it on the hop and steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, Medford, and everywhere. So Leo Lauscher. Lauscher's got power in his bat. Strike called on the outside corner, as does the cleanup hitter. On deck right now, Sawyer Stein, a real 1-2 punch for the 3 and 4 hitters here for Eau Claire. Lauscher holds off. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on this Tuesday afternoon. Check swing will go foul for Lauscher. Lauscher on the season, batting .000 as Eau Claire, the only team in the tournament field not to turn in season stats to us.
Thank you.
Okay. The 2-2. And that one through the wickets of Gilbertson. Yeah, 8 teams in the field, 7 of them turned in their season stats to us. Eau Claire said never heard of her. Full count. And right back up the box, it's going to be a 2-out base hit for Lauscher. And again, I said power in those 3-4 hitters for Eau Claire. Here comes the next one in Sawyer Stein. Lauscher, Stein, both products of Eau Claire Memorial High School.
First baseman, number 19.
Hiller's True Value, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust from the people you depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. So Rabb ready and fouls that one off. Blake Rabb, Auburndale Eagle alum. 2 teams here we covered extensively during this Legion season and during their high school seasons. All around, Memorial and North. Most of these Marshfield kids appeared on the network during the season. This one into right field, Tofar backing up and brings it in for the 3rd out of the inning. So a 2-out base knock for Leo Lauscher. Goes for naught as he is left stranded. And that does it for Eau Claire in the top of the 1st inning. Marshfield coming to bat right after this on Zaleski Sports.
The Pizza Hut, 0. And the Marshfield Blue Devils.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
As we take a look at the folks here from Marshfield, their state baseball shirts already. How did that happen? They clinched their spot at the state tournament on, well, I guess it was on Friday, wasn't it? Clinched their spot on Friday? Saturday? Clinched the spot on Saturday, and they got T-shirts on Tuesday. Somebody must have been printing those shirts in their garage. I bet that's what happened. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in Central Wisconsin, save yourself some time. Find your next employer at expresspros.com. All right, here's Blake Rabb to lead it off. Pitching for Marshfield, Aiden Ecker. Pitching for Eau Claire in this tournament opener today. And first pitch swinging Rabb, right field, shallow, and 3 converge. Coming away with it is Logan Hesselman. So Hesselman hauls it in. Marshfield lineup goes like this: Blake Rabb, Chase Robinson, Emmett Konechny, Owen Griesbach, Adam Gilbertson, Kane Tofar, Aiden Cherney, Bryce Erickson, and Jake Sadowska.
Number 8, Chase Robinson.
So here's Chase Robinson. Mentioned Rabb, Auburndale alum. Chase, a Marshfield Tiger. This Marshfield team filled from a lot of the area. Loyal, Neilsville, Marshfield, Auburndale. Yeah, Spencer on the roster here somewhere. Robinson comes in batting .370 on the year. And we'll send that one into left field. A base hit for Chase Robinson. And the Blue Devils with a runner aboard here, bottom of the first inning. And that brings up, from Columbus Catholic, Emmett Konechny. Konechny batting .304, 17 RBI, and 12 runs scored. See how that works, Eau Claire? Stats.
Number 5, Emmett
And
Konechny.
it just sounds right. It just sounds like it fits. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. The shortstop, Konechny. Ecker takes a peek at Robinson on first. Nothing doing there. Fires in a strike. And the at-bat for Konechny is underway. Marshfield's here because the host in the Schofield, what was it, Region 2, I believe this group comes from. It's Konechny foul territory. Taking a look at it, and that'll land just to the right of us and on a hop. That fellow there grabbed it in. Nice job there. I think in Region 2, again, correct me if I'm wrong, and use the chat box on a mobile device to do such things. The automatic bid went to Wisconsin Rapids for hosting this tournament, and what that means is if Rapids would not have won it, they still would have had the spot, and then the tournament champion would have been here representing Region 2 also. Or, as happened, Wisconsin Rapids won the regional, and the runner-up team able to advance to state, and that is Marshfield. And a leaping grab in center field brought in by Grant Locken. Locken kept running back, and a leap. Lost his wristband along the way, and able to pull it down. Or his sliding glove ended up departing his person. What a play out there by Locken. As we take a look at that young man for an extended period of time. Owen Griesbach now with 2 outs in the inning. And Locken just kept retreating, and then like a leaping lizard brought it in. A hefty swing there from Griesbach. Here we go, Eau Claire. Check this out. Griesbach on the season. Bats .320, 24 RBI, 17 runs scored. Stats. All right, I'll be done with that now. Foul tip. I think I made my point. Again, if you're just joining us, Eau Claire, the only team out of the 8 that did not submit season stats. Zoiks. No balls, 2 strikes now on Griesbach. Ecker looking to put an end to the Marshfield half. Ready? And the 0-2. Griesbach stays alive. Sends that back to the softball diamond behind us. We are at the Wisconsin Rapids Quadplex. 4 diamonds here, 2 baseball, 2 softball. I asked this morning what the name of this one was, and I was told there wasn't a name. So we called it Zaleski Diamond. Just a placeholder for the time being. Here's the 0-2 again. Curveball, Griesbach to left field. And this is trouble. That's going to get down. Around comes Robinson. And Marshfield will take a lead in the bottom of the first inning. Owen Griesbach, the RBI double that scores Robinson, and Marshfield on the board first here tonight. Robinson doing a good job wheeling around the bases with 2 outs, scores from first. So for Griesbach, his 25th RBI in the season. Here's the left-handed batting catcher, Adam Gilbertson. Gilbertson bats .370 on the year, 17 runs batted in, and he has touched home plate 18 times. Again, Marshfield, the only team out of the 8 coming in with a losing record, 19-20. They earned their way here on a Saturday win over the Plover Black Sox. And by the end of that Region 2 tournament, every team had a loss by the end of it. So I guess you could say an even group of 6. At least if you look at it like that, everybody taking a loss. Eau Claire swept their way through. It's regional, and Gilbert is hit. Gilbertson is hit. So Gilbertson will take the bag down at first. The inning continues here for the Blue Devils. Gilbertson down to the bag at first. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and our home plate umpire, Corey Gershamel, has signaled to the Eau Claire dugout where that ball hit Gilbertson. They must have asked, are you sure that hit him? So here's Loyal's Kane Tofar. Tofar just finished his sophomore year at Loyal. So a youngster here on this 19U baseball team. But anyways, I was saying Eau Claire won their way through its side of the tournament in its region, sweeping just a handful of teams. Not everybody in their bracket decided to make the trip to Superior as Tofar flies out to Smith, and that does it for the Blue Devils. But a productive first inning for Marshfield as they score 1. They leave 2 on, and we leave the first. Your score, Marshfield 1, Eau Claire nothing on Zaleski Sports.
And the Eau Claire Post 53.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward, designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done, looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S, strong heritage, strong people, stronger future.
Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply right now at the Wren Road Ready Mix location. Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. For Eau Claire in the second inning, Kellen Smith, Trent Cornell, and Jake Bierke. 5, 6, 7 in the Eau Claire order. Mark Faunus, managing in his, umpteenth season with the Eau Claire Ball Club. Josh Metz, the skipper for the boys in blue. And Smith looks at a ball outside. This one over to Konechny at short. Backhand grab, throw across, hops, and not able to be brought in by Erickson. And I've got an infield base hit on my scorebook. That'll bring up the shortstop, Trent Cornell. Yeah, throw deep in the hole. Tough play to make. Needed it to be perfectly executed, and it wasn't. So again, I was told 20 plus years ago, the real simple rule, is it a traditional, is it a usual and customary play? That was not. Konechny had a range to his right, deep in the hole, fire across his body, across the diamond. Nothing about that seems usual and customary to me. That one stays high to Cornell. So we see the brain trust there behind Trent Cornell, Josh Metz. Standing to the right back there. And Mason Coffrin was on the bucket, assisting. We take a look over at Smith on the bag at first. Rab fires home. And a looper into the gap. Diving play is made. Owen Griesbach lays out for it. Wow, dueling center fielders here in this one. Locken with an amazing catch in the first inning, and now Griesbach getting a shirt full of rubber pellets in center field to retire Trent Cornell.
Number 24, Jake Bierke.
Jake Bierke from state champion Oliva Strum. This one into right field. This is some trouble, and coming back, and Tofar in and out of his glove. That ball kept twisting away from Tofar, and Eau Claire is going to have runners on second and third with one out. So we turn now to the left fielder, Elliott Height. Tough play out there for Tofar. The wind is blowing across the diamond, or maybe from third towards right field. But something took that ball away from Tofar, and then in and out of his glove. So here's Height, the left fielder. Stands diagonally in the batter's box and sees a strike from Rabb. See the wind on our center field camera, blowing it around just a bit. This is shallow in left field. Sadowska comes in, and there will be no tag. Sadowska fires home on the hop, and there are 2 outs in the inning. Height retired on the F7. Sadowska plays infield during the high school season. Coach Metz found him a happy home in the outfield, and Jake said, I actually like it out here. Played that one fairly well. Gave himself a nice run up to fire it home.
Number 7, Carter
Smith
Veith.
doesn't tag from third, and now with 2 outs, here's the catcher, Carter Veith. There you see Metz and Coffrin to your left. With this game being in Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield fans easily outnumbering the Eau Claire faithful here on day one. See how that changes as this tournament progresses. But a fine collection of Eau Clairians nonetheless out to our right. Eau Claire occupies that first base dugout. This one into center. Griesbach coming in, charging hard, and that's going to fall. 1 run is in, and here comes Bierke. And it's a 2 out, 2 RBI base knock for Carter Veith, and Eau Claire has claimed its first lead here today. That came in between the trio of Konechny, Griesbach, and Sadowska. None of them able to get all the way there.
Eau Claire post 53, the center fielder, number 2.
So back to the top we go with Grant Locken. Locken rolled one over to short back an inning ago. Or that contact by Veith had just enough knot on it to fall in shallow left center field. As the great Yogi Berra said, hit them where they ain't. That's the key to baseball. Fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Locken. The 1-1 from Rabb. Outside corner, missed. And we play under partly cloudy skies. Throw down to second is not in time. Temperatures in the mid-80s, at least the air temperature, but again, full turf here, and the temperature escalates quite a bit on the turf. Somewhat because of the turf, and there's no temperature absorption in that turf. Plus those black rubber pellets, that does absorb the heat and radiates not only on the diamond but all around the diamond as well, into the grandstands and elsewhere. So 2-out walk issued to Locken, and the inning continues here for Eau Claire. And seventh batter of the inning is the second baseman, Logan Hesselman. So Hesselman bounced over to Erickson at first an inning ago. Outside and away. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across the area on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Your commitment to succeed is an example for all. Best of luck this year from Felker Brothers. Sadowska under it and brings it in for this inning's final out. But a productive inning for Eau Claire. It's a 2 RBI base hit from Carter Veith, and Eau Claire leads 2-1 through 1.5 on Zaleski Sports.
Your new score now reads
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And there he is, number 17 on your roster, number 1 in your heart. That is the manager, Josh Metz, coaching up the boys at third base. And as they told my dad when he was the coach of this post-54 team years and decades ago, they would always shout from the grandstand, "Send him home, Dougie." So we'll say, "Send him home, Joshy," just to keep the tradition alive. All right, here's Aiden Cherney, Bryce Erickson, Jake Sadowska, 7-8-9 for Marshfield, bottom of the second inning. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer and fall. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. And you Eau Claire folks, Cadott, that's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Head on over to BBD Sports Shop and get your hunting situation all figured out. This is hit on the diamond, and under it, easily for out number 1 is Sawyer Stein. So Cherney retired. So now the first baseman, Bryce Erickson, Neilsville. A Neilsvilleite, Neilsvillian, I'm not sure. A dude from Neilsville, Bryce Erickson. And strike pumped in by Aiden Ecker. Ecker gave up 3 base hits in the first inning. 1 run in, and that off the screen will bounce back towards the batter's box. And matter of fact, Corey Gershamel will just go pick up that ball himself, put it back in his pouch, and probably put it back in play in the near future. There you see a good look at the turf, all the shine that the turf gives you from the sun. This one into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Erickson aboard. Good piece of hitting there from Bryce Erickson. Took the 0-2 pitch and went right with it to left field. So here's the left fielder. Speaking of, Jake Sadowska. Sadowska batting .330 on the year, 11 runs batted in, and he has scored 28 times. Sadowska's been in numerous places in this Marshfield batting order, and he will loop one into left field. Back-to-back base hits for the 8 and 9 hitters for Marshfield. And in numerous conversations with manager Josh Metz, that's what he's been looking for. He said, if we could just get the bottom of our order on base, I know the guys at the top can get them around. And they have done just that here in this inning. With 1 out, back-to-back base hits, and now at the top of the order with Blake Rabb. But at times this year, Marshfield has been run challenged. They've been at a premium and really had to lean on pitching throughout the year. But looking to make good on Coach Metz's plan here in the second inning. Bottom of the order is on. Top of the order is up. And here's Rabb, liner, and they're going to double up Sadowska on first. And that will be that. As Rabb lines out to Hesselman, and Hesselman quickly, alertly, and efficiently fires back to double off Sadowska, who was off the bag at first. And they leave Erickson stranded, and that does it for Marshfield here in the second inning. 2 are in the books in this game number 3 of the 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Eau Claire leads 2-1 on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Well, there we go. We've got our first celebrity sighting of the tournament. A couple of celebrities sitting down there anyway. I'll let you folks at home figure out who those celebrities are down there. But, couple of baseball folks in the audience that are usually known far and wide, and usually known for good things far and wide. Usually. Here's Leo Lauscher. By the way, Cheryl is checking out her nephew, Bryce Erickson, and watching our broadcast today. Hey, Auntie Cheryl. Thanks for joining. Lauscher, a base knock in the first inning. Leads off here in the top of the third. That one comes in high. Ball and 2 strikes now to Lauscher. That one fouled up and out of play. Arts Body Shop has quality auto body and framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Another one fouled off by Lauscher. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 from Rabb. Curveball, and Lauscher thought he was going to be rung up. He was headed out of that batter's box. Lauscher thought for sure he was rung up, but no such luck behind the plate. So full count now as Lauscher, according to his own judgment, second life. And fouls it back, so stays alive, does Lauscher. Yeah, he was going to retire himself. He waved the white flag, and he was 2 steps across the plate, ready to go sit down in the dugout. It ain't over till it's over. Another Yogi Berra-ism and a walk issued to Lauscher. So for a guy who was resigned to being called out on strikes, he'll now take his spot at first. Sawyer Stein now. This was basketball. The kids say ball don't lie. We'll see what happens out there to Lauscher. Keep an eye on him. I don't know if that whole saying transfers over to baseball, but that's what the kids say. And what they mean, if you're not familiar, is eventually things get evened out by the bounce of the basketball. I don't know how it works in baseball. Stein, foul. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of any age. Now accepting new patients at the Marshfield office and accept most insurances. Bruce Orthodontics, changing lives one smile at a time. Call the Marshfield office to set up your appointment today at Bruce Orthodontics. Ball and a strike to the first baseman, Stein. Still got his playoff blonde hair. I think that's when Memorial decided they were all going blonde. Bouncer to Konechny. On the hop, lost it, flips to second, and in time. All right, so there. I turned to my baseball guy, Mike. Ball don't lie. Lauscher out. Yeah, okay. Could have been two, yeah. So Stein aboard on the fielder's choice. Lauscher is finally retired. 6-4 as Konechny flips to Cherney. And this is the right fielder, Kellen Smith.
Right fielder, number 18, Kellen Smith.
Do a roll call here coming up in an inning or two. Show you everybody working the broadcast here this afternoon.
Back to the top of the order for Eau Claire. Center fielder, number 2, Grant Lockett.
All right, gang, we are working extremely hard here to get this son of a gun back up and under air again. Some of the heat, I think, has won the battle over our equipment here throughout the day. We'll get it straightened out here for Game 4, but for the time being, we're going to give it to you like this as we are rejoining the broadcast here. Top of the 4th inning. Score remains Eau Claire 3 and Marshfield 1. Now 2 outs in the inning.
Second baseman, number 5, Logan Hesselman.
So here's Logan Hesselman. So again, 3-1 Eau Claire leads it here. Top of the 4th, 2 outs, runner on first, and Logan Hesselman batting. Blake Rabb still pitching. Hopper down to Erickson, and he'll step on the bag for the out and end the 4th for Eau Claire. All right, we're going to continue to sort out. Yeah, we're going to continue to get things sorted out here, so just stay with us and enjoy the beautiful view here of the Wisconsin Rapids Quadplex.
the fourth. Once you can, if you can, right behind the bleachers here, check out Rapids Awards and more for state memorabilia, and also $20 boutique and apparel for the state. All kinds of stuff. And Dana Freeman Sports Photography, taking pictures everywhere. You can get her card at the front gate. Check it out. Leading off for the Blue Devils in their half of the fourth is the catcher, number 15, Adam Gilbertson.
All right, Adam Gilbertson now for Marshfield. Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning. Again, 3-1 your score. Eau Claire leads 3-1 in this game number 3 of the 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Everybody here working at a feverish pace to get all the on-screen elements that you so enjoy, getting those back. So stay patient with that. I'll guide you to the best of my ability. Again, Aiden Ecker pitching for Eau Claire. And for Ecker, this is pitch number 36 of the ball game coming up here on the 2-1. And misses. 3 balls and a strike now to Gilbertson. And he walked him. So Gilbertson with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the fourth. So base runner aboard for Marshfield, and now the right fielder, Kane Tofar.
Right fielder, number 18, Kane Tofar.
Tofar flew out to right back in the first inning. And Tofar swings at the inside fastball from Ecker and fouls it back. Here's the 0-1 from Ecker. Tofar, right field, and that's going to drop for a hit. A nice job out there and right by Kellen Smith to kind of deke Gilbertson, kind of fake him out to think he was going to make that catch. That's a next level play there. But Tofar aboard with a base hit. Gilbertson over to second, and the second baseman, Aiden Cherney, will step in.
Second baseman, number 2, Aiden Cherney.
And that one bounces in. And bunt shown and pulled back as that one flies outside. 2-0 now to Cherney. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact Next Step today. Runners on first and second. Ecker steps off. Two balls, no strikes on Cherney. Bunt laid down, and charging was Stein. Fires to third for the out. What a play by Sawyer Stein. Stein retires the lead runner as Eau Claire very aware of what Marshfield was doing there with the bunt, and Stein charged it, crashed it hard.
First baseman.
and made a beautiful throw over to third to Lauscher for the first out of the inning. So leadoff runner is retired. Runners remain on first and second. And here's Bryce Erickson. Roller over to short. And they will get the middle runner on the 6-4. Retired is Cherney. Erickson down to first. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And the 9-hitter, Jake Sadowska.
Left fielder, number 3, Jacob Sadowska.
So Sadowska grounded over to second, back in the second. An RBI chance here for Jake with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sadowska rolls it over left side. Another attempt, another put out for Trent Cornell. As Cornell records the outs, and the inning is over for Marshfield. They trade places on the bases a couple times, not able to move beyond that. As we have played 4 complete, it is Eau Claire leading Marshfield 3-1 on Zaleski Sports.
54-1. Lauscher, Stein, and Smith do up for Eau Claire in their half of the 5th.
Eau Claire comes to bat here in the 5th inning. Leo Lauscher, Sawyer Stein, and Kellen Smith all due up for Eau Claire here. Top of the 5th, Eau Claire enjoys a 3-1 lead. One ball, one strike to Lauscher. Base hit and a walk for Leo today. And puts a charge into this one. Straightaway center, going back and gone. Home run for Leo Lauscher. Right over the 380 mark, straightaway center. Between the 2 elm trees out there, whatever variety they are.
That'll bring up the first baseman, number 19, Sawyer Stein.
So here's Sawyer Stein. I mentioned earlier in this broadcast that those 3-4 spots in this Eau Claire order have got plenty of power, plenty of pop. And you saw it there from Lauscher. Stein bounces one, handled by Robinson, and across the diamond in time for out number 1. Right fielder is Kellen Smith. Couple of base hits, a run scored for Smith here in this opening round game for Eau Claire. Opening round game in total. And we got Bob and Sandy watching from Silverton, Oregon. Cheering on the Eau Claire Ball Club today. So thank you, Bob and Sandy, for letting us entertain you on this Tuesday, now what is evening here in the Midwest. Still an early 3 o'clock over in Oregon. And back-to-back putouts made by Robinson, and there are 2 away. So here's the shortstop, Trent Cornell.
The shortstop, number 6, Trent Cornell.
Blake Rabb fires in his 63rd pitch of this outing. And 105 is the limit. Strike on the inside corner. Count even at 1 apiece. (2-1) the count. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Bender fouled up the left field line. And the 2-2 misses low. Count run full now on Trent Cornell. And Cornell with a smash into left field. 2-out base hit for Trent. Fleet Farm has everything you need for summer fun on the water. Check out the huge selection of kayaks, water towables, fishing gear, and more. Shop in-store at a store near you or online at fleetfarm.com.
Designated hitter, number 24, Jake Bierke.
And here's a roller over to second as Bierke rolls over the top of one. Aiden Cherney over to Erickson for this inning's final out. 1 run across on the big home run from Leo Lauscher. And as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning, Eau Claire leads it 4-1 on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
I'm State Representative John Spiros. I've been on the front lines fighting against the radical, woke agenda which is trying to tear apart our state and our families. Dangerous policies like defunding the police, open borders, and runaway taxes. As a veteran and former police officer, I know how important upholding the rule of law is for our communities. That's why I've stood up against radical ideas and held the line against the free-spending liberals in Madison. In the August 13th primary, I'm asking for your vote to keep a proven conservative working for us in Madison. After all, if you don't vote to protect our liberties, who will?
Vote John Spiros for State Assembly. Paid for by Spiros for Assembly.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning. Back to the top of the order for Marshfield. Blake Rabb, Chase Robinson, and Emmett Konechny as Marshfield find themselves in a 3-run hole. Some summertime at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Get fun summer hairstyles at Blues. Book your appointment with Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Mine is coming up on August 7th, so meet me there. We'll talk about, we'll talk about this baseball game if you want. talk about, sometimes if we've got movies playing over there at Blues, sometimes the music channel. I mean, essentially we can roll in there and ask for anything to be on the TVs. We can maybe check out one of your favorite episodes of Seinfeld or something. I don't know. August 7th, meet me over at Blues Hair Studio. We'll figure it out together. Fly out, line out for Rabb. This third at bat, third time taking a look at Aiden Ecker. And one just missed off the outside corner. And another one misses off the outside corner. And a bouncer. Chance for Cornell, and completes the 6-3 putout, and Rabb is retired here to start the Marshfield fifth. Staub Construction, a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. And strike called on the outside corner to Robinson. That one skips in. This one hit into right field, and coming on quickly, Kellen Smith to retire Robinson. So 2 quick outs here in the fifth. We'll bring up the shortstop, Emmett Konechny. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Outside corner and missed. Strike called to Konechny. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one bounces in. And Konechny into the left center field gap. That'll get down a 2-out base hit for Konechny. So life here yet in this fifth for Marshfield. And now the cleanup hitter, Owen Griesbach.
Center fielder, number 21, Owen Griesbach.
Griesbach today, RBI base hit in the first. That was Marshfield's only run. That base hit scored Chase Robinson. But back in the first seems like a long time ago at this point. As Eau Claire scored in the second, third, and fifth innings. They lead at 4-1. Foul tip. And a base hit for Griesbach. So back-to-back base hits for Marshfield with 2 outs in the fifth inning. And a little 2-out rally here perhaps. And the catcher, Adam Gilbertson, See what Gilbertson can do. Gilbertson a base hit back in the first inning. And that one missed on the inside corner. And misses low. 2 balls, no strikes on Gilbertson. Three balls and no strikes. All of a sudden, Ecker having a bit of a difficult time finding the strike zone. Strike there on the 3-0. Gilbertson taking the whole way. Foul tip, and the counter has run full now. So 2 outs, full count. Runners will be on the move. There they go. And swung on a miss as Eckert blows it past Gilbertson. And the rally for Marshfield ends there with 2 runners stranded and no runs across. 5 full innings here in this third game of the 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. And Eau Claire leads it 4-1 on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on 2-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Awards and more is selling state memorabilia, and $20 boutique is...
All right, back here in Wisconsin Rapids, again the site of this year's AAA American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Elliot Height and his cross buckle dance into the batter's box. He stands diagonally in there, and that apparently is exactly what Elliot needs to do, is 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 base hit. And a runner aboard for Eau Claire here to start the visiting half of the 6th inning. So Carter Veith. Carter had a 2 RBI base hit back in the 2nd inning. And really up and down this Eau Claire order. Base hits aplenty. 8 hits on the day. A bunt here will get the job done and maybe more. Now they do just get him. So Veith, sacrifice bunt. And Height into scoring position at second base for the top of the Eau Claire order. Big thanks to our Eau Claire area sponsors. We'll hear more from them as this tournament continues. But Asher Exteriors, SOS Security, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics, Century 21 Jesperson Group, Mancino's Grinders and Pizza, Eau Claire Farmers Insurance, Chad Johnson Agency, Shepke Chiropractic, Herrick and Hart Law Office, HS Fence Company, Castle Insurance, Olympic Flame Restaurant, and Security Financial Bank. Thank you all for supporting our Eau Claire area broadcast through the last couple of years. As Grant Locken flies out on the diamond, and there are 2 away. And again, more from those Eau Claire area advertisers as this tournament continues.
second baseman, number 5, Logan Hesselman.
Logan Hesselman. And Hesselman takes a strike at the knees. Two outs in the inning, runner on second, and Hesselman bounces that one near his own dugout. Leadoff base hit from Height, sacrifice bunt for out number 1, and a fly out by Locken, out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, and no balls, 2 strikes to Hesselman. Hesselman, another bouncer foul, first base side, and a kick save attempt and a miss. A swing and a whiff. Down by the first base coach. I don't know who that is down there. And at this point, probably good for him that I don't know who it is. That was a very lousy hockey save attempt. Ball and 2 strikes now to Hesselman. Coaches will always tell me days, weeks later, hey, thanks for saying my name after I blew it on the bouncer down in my coach's box. I say, yeah, no problem. Do it again, I'll do the same thing. Here's the 1-2. It's a roller over to Cherney. And 1 left stranded for Eau Claire in the 6th inning. Marshfield trails by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Tofar, Cherney, and Erickson. All due up on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
All right, back we go. Kane Tofar, Aiden Cherney, Bryce Erickson, as was mentioned, all due up here for Marshfield in the bottom of the 6th inning. Got some people to catch up with here. Robert, Jim, and Deborah, thanks for watching the broadcast today. Thanks for hanging with us. Tofar will start it off with a base hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and an extra bases hit for Tofar. Tofar will settle in with a stand-up double, and Marshfield in business here in the 6th. So the second baseman, Aiden Cherney, now with 1 duck on the pond. Cherney on the season, a .228 batter, does have 12 runs batted in.
Number 2, Aiden Cherney.
.21 hits on the year. Marshfield looking for a base hit out of Cherney now. Cherney into foul territory, and that'll get out of play. Ecker ready, and the pitch. And Cherney rips this one foul down the left field line. So out in front of that Aiden Ecker 0-1 offering, now no balls and 2 strikes to the Marshfield second baseman, Aiden Cherney. Again, Cherney, an Auburndale product. Playing a summer baseball here with the Marshfield Post 54 club. And swung on a miss, drop third strike, and Veith will come out and throw down to Stein to complete the strikeout and the first out of the inning. The first baseman, Bryce Erickson. Base hit back in the second for Erickson.
The first baseman, number 11, Bryce Erickson.
Swung on and missed. Ball and a strike now to Erickson. Again, Tofar, leadoff double here in the 6th. He stands on the base at second. And a bouncer back up the middle, and that will get through. Around comes, no, Tofar now is coming home. A play at the plate, and no, Tofar is safe. RBI base hit for Bryce Erickson. Tofar had stopped and took a step back towards third and then ran home. With the slow roller, the seeing eye single from Erickson, scores Tofar from second, and Marshfield on the board for the first time since the first inning. Now Jake Sadowska.
The left fielder, number 3, Jacob Sadowska.
So I was mentioning this back in the second inning. Josh Metz just looking for the bottom of his order to get on. They don't have to do anything special. Just get on base somehow, some way, and then let the top of the order take over. And Marshfield had that going back in the second. And Erickson on and Sadowska on for the top of the order, but it was Blake Rabb lining out to second base and then a double play on the first base runner. And the inning was over just like that. What Coach Metz had wanted had disappeared in about a quarter of a second. So, but the 6-hitter Tofar gets on and scores, and now the 9-hitter Jake Sadowska a chance to keep the train moving. 2 balls and a strike now to Sadowska. 9th hit today for Marshfield. Was just hit by Bryce Erickson. So they've out-hit Eau Claire 9-8, but Eau Claire has had the hits where they mattered with runners in scoring position. They lead at 4-2. So here's Ecker. And Sadowska will get a base hit. That'll roll into right field. And today, anyway, this game, bottom of the order is doing things here for Marshfield. Last 4 batters in the order here in the 6th inning. 3 base runners and a run in. And that'll cause Mark Fannis to come out and talk to his pitcher, Aiden Ecker. He's got 77 pitches, so this is more likely a pump you up kind of speech rather than I'm taking you out decision. Not in any kind of pitch count jeopardy for Ecker. But more of, we've got 1 out and we've got 2 on. And here's what we're going to do. And our umpire is letting this meeting take a little while. And Mark has said his piece and will head off the mound. Actually, that's not even Mark, is it? Well, the meeting is adjourned. Coach has said his piece.
The pitcher, number 1, Blake Rabb.
And that talk always seems to end with, all right, let's throw some strikes here. All right, go get them. Okay, Coach. So here's Blake Rabb. And there's a strike, and back up the box it goes into center field, and the base is loaded for Marshfield here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, Marshfield, the only sub-500 team in this tournament. And the way Sawyer Stein came out to pat Aiden Ecker on the back, it maybe looked like that was going to be it for Ecker.
Bases loaded for the third baseman.
But Ecker will stay on for the third baseman, Chase Robinson. There is activity in the Eau Claire bullpen. And strike on the outside corner. I think I've got Jack Gabler down there pitching. That's who I think I see. Or loosening up anyway. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like a number 4 from here. The 1-1. Robinson fouls it off, and that'll go behind the Eau Claire dugout, out of play. Bases loaded. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Marshfield trails by 2. Marshfield with a chance here. The 2-hitter, third baseman Chase Robinson. Aiden Ecker looks in. And the 1-2. Outside, and that one blocked down by Veith to save a run, keep Erickson down in the bag at third. Two balls and 2 strikes to Robinson. Fouls it off. Go back to the softball diamond behind us. 2 baseball diamonds, 2 softball diamonds here at the Quadplex, all turf. Turf as far as the eye can see here in Wisconsin Rapids. 2-2. High, and count is full now to Robinson. Ecker, the full count pitch and check swing off of the wrist of Robinson. And Robinson has the wrist dangling there a bit. Can he grip the bat is the question. Marshfield fans tell Chase to take his time, make sure he can get a good grip on the handle of that bat. He steps back in the box. The full count again from Ecker. And Robinson, that'll get through into left field. Around is Erickson. Here comes Sadowska. The throw comes home, and he is out. A laser from left field from Elliott Height keeps this a 1-run game. Marshfield tried to tie it, sending Sadowska. But the 7-2 putout is good for the second out of the inning. And this will be the end of the line for Aiden Ecker, it so appears. With an RBI base hit for Robinson. Rabb goes to third. Robinson ends up landing on second, and we've got a new pitcher coming in. This is going to be Jake Bierke, it so appears. We'll step aside. Quick commercial break, and back for more baseball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talented expertise of a big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontics and orthodontics, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for your family. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our communities and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
For Eau Claire, it's Sawyer Stein coming on, and in search of this inning's final out. Marshfield has plated 2 in the inning. Emmett Konechny will be up with runners on first and second. It's Sawyer Stein here for Eau Claire to slam the door on the 6th inning. Stein finishes his final warm-up throws.
Number 3-4, 3-3, 3-7.
Jake Bierke, who was DH in this order, he'll come on and take Stein's spot at first base. And Aiden Ecker departs the game. Both runners the responsibility of Mr. Ecker. And a chance here for Konechny to give his Blue Devils perhaps as much as a late inning lead. But Marshfield hoping for a base hit and a tie ball game at a minimum here to head to the 7th inning. Blake Rabb on the bag at third. Robinson at second. Konechny a base hit back in the 5th inning. But everybody in this Marshfield batting order having their first look at Sawyer Stein.
Now batting for Marshfield,
Today anyway. These teams did see each other a few weeks ago over in Eau Claire. And Konechny down to third. Long throw across is made. And the inning is over. Lauscher sticks with it and tosses over to Bierke to end the Marshfield threat in the 6th. Marshfield plates 2. They leave 2 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Eau Claire leads it 4-3 on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $200 back on select sets of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card. Through June 28th at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
All right, Eau Claire will lead it off here in the 7th inning. Leo Lauscher, Sawyer Stein, and Kellen Smith all due up. 3, 4, 5 in the order as Eau Claire looks for an insurance run here in the 7th inning, and it'll all start with a base hit from Lauscher.
The pitcher, number 19, Sawyer Stein.
Stein has scored once today and been on base once. Blake Rabb will throw his 81st pitch of this ball game coming up, so he's been efficient. You get 105, and he's throwing 80. Inside, tucks the elbows, and 2 balls and no strikes. .3-0 the count now to Stein. 1 runner on, trouble enough for Marshfield. 2 on with no out. And Eau Claire would be set up nicely to start the 7th. Taking the whole way and takes strike 1 to Stein. And the 3-1 from Rabb. Off and running is Lauscher. The throw down is not in time. And a stolen base for Lauscher. Strike must have been the call there, and it was. Stein still standing in the box. Full count now to the Eau Claire pitcher. That one off the plate, and slow roller, and over in time is Robinson. Nice play by Robinson on the move the entire time. Lauscher, though, will take the base at third. So 1 out, runner on third for the right fielder, Kellen Smith. So Eau Claire still a chance for that insurance run here in the 7th inning. Really good chance, and Kellen gets an extra pep talk from the third base coach.
Right fielder, number 18, Kellen Smith.
And Smith into center field. That's going to do it. As that's the RBI that Eau Claire was looking for. That scores Leo Lauscher. RBI base hit for Smith. And that is our Castle Insurance and Eau Claire Farmers Insurance agent Chad Johnson insurance run. Neither of them has stepped up to claim that spot on their own, so I'll just give it to both of them. I'm a pretty friendly guy. But perhaps one of those agencies would like to hold that spot for their very own. But 5-3 the score now as Coach Mason Coffrin comes out to talk to his pitcher in his infield. But all the credit there to Lauscher. Got on to start the inning, stolen base. Took advantage of contact by Sawyer Stein and then scores on the RBI base hit from Kellen Smith. Just work your way around the bases. And that's what Lauscher did. There's Trent Cornell. Cornell gets a strike on the inside corner from Rabb. And now for Marshfield, if they're looking for a comeback in the bottom of the inning, you would figure that's got to be it. They've got to come back in with the score of 5-3. Strike called at the knees. Cornell takes a look back at our home plate umpire. No balls, 2 strikes now to Cornell. Throw over and back in time is Smith. Rabb and the 0-2. And that's going to be a wild pitch. That'll send Smith down to the bag at second. So 1 out, runner in scoring position now for the shortstop Cornell. Jake Bierke on deck. And fouled in and out of the mitt of Adam Gilbertson. I asked that question a number of years ago. I don't even remember who the baseball coach I was talking to, but we talked about that caught third strike, and he said that's just all luck. You can't practice it. You can't perfect it. It's just luck. So, all right, I take his word for it. Into center field, Griesbach glides back, and tagging is Smith. And Smith will move to third with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. So Jake Bierke, as we look ahead to the Marshfield home half of the 7th, 4, 5, 6 in the order. Griesbach, Gilbertson, and Tofar. And again, manager Josh Metz probably can conceive 2 runs starting in the 4 spot. I don't think he would say, well, we've got a reasonable chance for 3. I think he's likely thinking we've got a max of 2, and we do need to keep it at 5-3 as we start in the 4 spot in our order. Although the last couple innings, the bottom of the order for Marshfield has come through. Inside, and Bierke brush back. Pitch number 92 from Blake Rabb. And our home plate umpire, What Now, is going to come out and talk to the base umpire. And he's checking his scorecard. Bierke was the DH. He came in to play first base after Sawyer Stein left first base to the pitching mound just an inning ago. So perhaps confirming something on that scorecard. Something to do with Jake Bierke. And whatever it was, our home plate umpire satisfied with the conclusion. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Bierke. And big rip for Jake Bierke. Again, Bierke, member of the 2024 Oliva Strum State Championship baseball team. Other members of that team also on this Eau Claire roster. And swing and a miss. Bierke goes down. And that does it for Eau Claire in the foul tip. Start the event here in this bottom of the 7th. Again, Marshfield searching for 1. And Griesbach puts a charge into 1, and that's what Marshfield needs, a leadoff base runner. And Owen Griesbach delivers. Griesbach aboard here to start the bottom of the 7th inning. You're looking for a comeback, and comeback recipes are base runners. That's it. I mean, it's not a complicated formula here in baseball to make a comeback. You got to have the base runners. And Marshfield does bring the tying run to the plate now in the catcher Adam Jacobson. But that's it. You got to have base runners. You can't do it without them. But Griesbach starts the 7th with a base hit. Strike called. Gilbertson takes his lead off of first. And that one stays outside. Stein tried a sweeper on the corner and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Gilbertson. Leadoff base runner here in the 7th is Owen Griesbach. He stands on the bag at first, and the 1-1 now from Stein. And foul tip, strike 2. Stein checks on Griesbach at first. And the 1-2. High for ball 2. The 5-hitter here, Adam Gilbertson. Kane Tofar on deck. Again, Marshfield bats 4, 5, 6 here to start the 7th. 4 is on. Here is 5 in Gilbertson, the 1-2. And spoiled that one foul. Gilbertson steps out. Stein steps on. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Marshfield catcher, Adam Gilbertson. Pitch from Stein. High, and the count is run full now. Marshfield fans feeling a little more energized. Three balls, 2 strikes. And he walked him. So Gilbertson draws the walk. Runners on first and second now for Marshfield. Marshfield with a walk-off win on, well, what would have been Thursday night, against Wausau in their regional tournament. Yeah, it was Bryce Erickson running wild on the bases in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Kane Tofar on this Tuesday in the bottom of the 7th inning, representing the game's winning run.
Right fielder, number 18, Kane Tofar.
But the base runners Marshfield needs are on base. Nobody out. 2 on. And the right fielder, Tofar. Tofar looked to drop a bunt down, and that in and out of the mid of Carter Veith. Base runners stay put. Stein ready, bunt shown again by Tofar, and he bunts that one nearly over the screen along the third base side. That was likely ball 2 at the eyes of Tofar. One from Stein. Bierke crashing in from the bag at first, and Tofar bunts through it, and the throwback, and they've got a Marshfield base runner perhaps picked off. They're going to now attempt to get Griesbach, the leader runner, at third, and they will as Griesbach falls down, and a base running mistake for Marshfield here in the 7th inning. Good infield play there for Eau Claire to erase Griesbach. Gilbertson does fill his place at second. And just a moment ago, Tofar was the winning run. Now he's the tying run with just the 1 runner aboard now. Veith and Stein chat about it on the mound. But Tofar not able to get the bunt down. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Tofar into right field. Gilbertson on the bag at second, and there will be no tag. And there are 2 outs now in this 7th inning. So what was promising just a moment ago, Marshfield now clings to its final out here in this game. And they turn now to Aiden Cherney. Again, Marshfield now in a position where they need base runners, and they need a base runner here in Aiden Cherney. And strike. Right down 8th Street here in Wisconsin Rapids. Cherney into right field, and that'll get through. That's the base runner that Marshfield needed. They send Gilbertson home. The throw is not brought in by Veith. What a decision there, as that run doesn't win them the game, but Marshfield and Coach Metz rolling the dice, sending Gilbertson home for the game's 4th run. They still trail by 1. But Cherney does his job, gets the base hit, gets an RBI here in the tournament. So a stat stuffer anyway. And here's Bryce Erickson.
Number 11, Bryce Erickson.
Erickson was the hero on Thursday night. And he is the game-winning run here at the plate. in Wisconsin Rapids here on this Tuesday night. And Erickson, high chopper foul. The Marshfield hitter has been able to get after Stein. Stein faced a handful last inning and his 5th batter of this 7th inning right now. And that one is going to get past, and the game tying run moves into scoring position on the wild pitch from Stein. Both teams living dangerously here in this 7th. Marshfield 1 out left here in this game. Eau Claire looking for the game's final out. And Erickson into right field. That one playable. Here's Smith, and the play is made. And the game ends there as Smith brings in the final out here of the 7th and the final out of today's game. Marshfield able to bring one in, but they leave Cherney stranded thereafter. And Eau Claire takes the 5-4 win. It'll be Marshfield and Manitowoc tomorrow at 10 a.m. and De Pere and Eau Claire tomorrow at 4 p.m. All games live right here on Zaleski Sports. We are live next at 7 p.m. and that is the home, our tournament host, Wisconsin Rapids, taking on Oshkosh. We'll have our feed will be live at 7, ready for the opening ceremony here tonight with first pitch scheduled at 7:30. Steve Maves on the call. So again, we say goodbye for now. We'll have this back up and running in just over an hour to bring you tonight's final game, Oshkosh and Wisconsin Rapids.